We're two retirees hooked on travel. Follow us on our journeys around the world. We're going to go to Sarafovo this morning. We're on the north side of the park. This is where you can start to go towards Sarafovo. It runs the whole length of this beach, right on the waterfront. It's beautiful. I love riding my bike along here. It's a nice place to jog or walk to because you can kind of get out of the crowds. This trail takes you to Sarafovo. Beautiful bike path. If you don't want to come this way walking or taking a bike, there is a little train that you can take that takes you down here also. There's a salt flat. They produce a lot of salt here. And in the salt mud, people will go in that mud and cover themselves, float in it. And it's supposed to have a lot of health benefits. Generally here also it gets windy, and they have a kite surfing school, two of them. One here and one over here. It's very popular. If you want to learn how to kite surf, these guys are really good. I see all ages out there kite surfing. They're not here right now, but probably this afternoon they'll come in. Here is a cart that you can take. You can pay to ride out here from the sea garden. A lot of people just take that and they come down to the other end to go to the mud flat. This area too is really good for training. I see a lot of guys on bikes that are training because it's straight, it's flat, and they can really get moving well. This hotel was built, it's all ready to go. It never opened. There's got to be a story behind it. People have come out of the mud flat, you come off and you come over here to the Black Sea and you rinse off. And that's what these people are doing. We're coming up to some people that have just gotten off the mud flat. They're all covered with the black mud. And they're heading down the beach to find somewhere to go in the water to rinse it off. It has, of course, a high salt content coming from the salt flats. I think it probably softens your skin and maybe exfoliates your skin. I haven't tried it. All kinds of people up here, the black mud on their skin from the salt flat, and they're trying to get in the water to rinse it off. Actually, there's all kinds of people that are parked here now walking this way to go in the salt flat. They have restaurants here and a place to have a drink. It's all set up. You can ride your bike here, bike racks. We're going out there. This is where they dry the salt, and that mud evidently is supposed to be good for your skin and health. In the distance, you can see one pile left of the salt, but earlier in the year, it's piled up. The salt's piled up all over the place, and they export it here. It goes out on trucks after it's processed in big bags, and it's exported. Now, it's interesting because this man here, he just put it on his knees and his arms and shoulders, so that he must feel that that's an area he needs attention. There's an exit off the highway to come to this place. This is a really nice beach. It's all public. There's not any restaurants taking over the front of the beach. You bring your own things and you can enjoy this beach over here. It's, in a way, it's more protected sometimes. A lot of campers come here and they just spend the night. We see them here all the time. They camp out here. It's a nice place to park your van. You can sit there and have a beautiful view of the Black Sea and enjoy the beach, go back up to your to your motorhome, hang out. These motorhomes right here are from Poland. They come from all over Europe. This is one of my favorite bike rides. I don't know what happened here. The road's falling under. They had it all fixed last year and it's starting to fall apart, so they're gonna have to redo it. And they will. They just put up all these beautiful lights this last summer. They're kind of developing this whole area over here. The whole area to ride and walk over to Sarafovo has all been redone. So close to the water that this last year the storms come in and it's taking away the whole road. This bike path and walkway is so nice. It goes right along the water, all the way to Sarafovo and the port. We're now at the end of the trail from Burgas, coming into it's kind of like the port of Sarafovo. We'll show you the port, it's right here. You can see how nice this ride is. It's right along the water. You can sit here and look at the water while you're riding. I just saw a bird out there drying off his wings. So nice. Where do you find cities that use their waterfront for recreation? Not very many people do see this. Most places is completely packed with hotels and resorts and houses. You wouldn't even be able to see the water. We're entering the Sarafovo port, Sarafovo Harbour. Extremely nice. Fairly new. We see fishing boats down here, private sailboats, private motorboats. This boat harbor is really nice. Completely protected. This summer is not quite as busy with the inflation and with the war going on with Russia. it's kind of dampened some of the tourism, but this, if you don't want to be in the crowds and it's easy to find a chair and an umbrella on a less quieter beach. This is the place. There's a lot of restaurants here. It's not nearly as packed. We usually go up to this restaurant on the hill. We can ride our bikes there and it overlooks the water. It's so cool. This is Sarafovo. Used to be a small village. Now it's grown up and it's a tourist area during the summer. Quite a few people live here during the year. People take their homes and they convert them into rentals. You can rent out rooms here. It's a different feel. It's a small, nice town. A lot of nice little shops and restaurants. It's growing big time. You're not going to find the huge, big all-inclusives here. If you want to stay in a small apartment or a vacation rental, Sarafovo is very close to the airport. When you fly in, you're going to fly in to the Burgas airport. Oh, this is a nice bakery. Pekarna, which means bakery in Bulgarian.
This is ham and olives.
Ham and olives.
This one is ham, bacon, and yellow cheese.
We used to make that when we were kids.
Yeah, their kids love this stuff.
Yeah, kids love the hot dog thing. What's this one?
This one is with cheese. It's kind of like a pastry with cheese.
Pastry with cheese.
This is called kifla.
Kifla.
There's a jam inside.
Oh, kifla marmalade.
Marmalade.
Marmalade. This is bamitsa. It's made out of phyllo dough and feta cheese and eggs. I've learned to make this. The Bulgarians eat this almost every day for breakfast. When we have our relatives over, we make this for breakfast. But this is what you're going to get for breakfast in Bulgaria. You're not going to find, the locals don't have like ham and bacon and eggs and toast. And this is what you have. Yeah, most Europeans have like a croissant or something and coffee, but in Bulgaria they have the bamitsa. We paid about $3 for 2 bamitsa and 2 waters. So that's a cheap breakfast, and it's filling too. So if you want to spend the day and come over here and enjoy the beach or the shops, different kind of restaurants, they do have a bus. Your public bus runs regularly from Burgas to Sarafovo. Sarafovo is it's like a suburb of Burgas. On the north side of town, there's a lot of development going on, and this is where a lot of the bigger condo developments are located too. One thing that's nice about Sarafovo is that it's not just a tourist town. It's not a tourist village. People live here year round. It'd be a nice place to relocate to this town because it's smaller. It's just on the outskirts of Burgas if you wanted to go shopping and stuff. But it's more of a residential type of town. Then it does get busier for a couple months in the summertime, which kind of changes the atmosphere. I like it. I like the differences. They're building up a ton of condos, apartments here, and you can buy them. They're for sale. They have parking spaces. A lot of people buy these and just keep them, and then they can use them for the summertime. Homes up here that are like duplexes, 2-story, pretty nice. Many of these are closed during the wintertime. By right now is our electric buses. They're 100% electric. Burgas has bought a whole bunch of those. They're clean, burning electric. It's really nice. Starting from here, it goes back like 5 levels to the beach. These probably used to have a sea view, but they don't anymore. What's nice about a vacation rentals is you get a kitchen, 1 or 2 bedroom apartment, so you can stay there and you don't have to eat out all the time. They're more comfortable than a hotel room. People buy them and then they either rent them out or they buy them and use them for themselves a couple months out of the year, or come in from all over the place. We have 170, up to 270 flights a day into our airport. They come from all over Europe. Restaurant La Casa Grande. Wow, what a nice swimming pool. So you have your own pool with your condominium. This is how close we are to Burgas. Right over there is where we came from on the bikes. Here's the beach. To my left, over on that peninsula, there's some really nice homes over there and development that's going over there on your way to Pomoria, right on the edge of that cliff. The homes over there are really nice. They're Italian-style architecture. And about a year and a half ago, we looked at the prices. They were going for about 250,000 euros. And look at how contemporary they are, really nice. Atlantis. Atlantis plage, which means beach. The ones that are under construction look like this, and the ones that are finished look like that. They have little pools in the front. Yeah, they're really nice. They're 2 stories, really contemporary. I like the style. And they have this one has a really nice, completely fenced yard in the front. An amazing view. Wow. The sidewalk here goes right down to the beach. You can see up on the hill all those developments. How nice they are, right on the edge of the cliff. Diddi Beach. And nobody's here. Like, all the beds are available. All the chairs are available. This is a little bit off the beaten path, but you know what? Sometimes if you get out and explore, find some of these little hidden gems. You'll have more of a relaxed time. Sometimes we get complacent and we just go to the same place or where everybody else goes, and you don't think about exploring some of these off the beaten path places. Yeah, get out of the rat race of some of these super busy beaches. Come here, this is really nice. Now here's a really nice quiet beach up here too, like 3 people in it. What I love about these electric bikes is you can ride with no power or very, very little power, and then if you need it, just pump up the power a little bit. A lot of open chairs here. It's 11:30, so like it's a nice place to come. I don't think that many people know about it. We've had lunch here before. It's really good. Sit right out down on the sand and have lunch. It's nice. Gosh, it's not crowded. You don't have tons of levels of people. There's still plenty of places to park. That's those electric tricycles you can rent. They don't look like they're very fun to me.